Hi folks, welcome back to the Amazing Education Station. It's the information that's going to help you, and it's what you need to know. It's not about the video because the video is never really that exciting. So anyway, I'm a master educator, usually have an IQ over 120 and over 25 years of education under my belt, so to speak. So it's not financial advice, as I'm not a financial advisor nor a lawyer, but like I said, master educator. So it's going to benefit you financially, help your health. Just keep listening, watch the other videos, or I should say listen to the other videos, because it's not really exciting video, but it's also not medical advice. But if you follow it, chances are you will be healthier, happier, and if everyone followed the advice to be peaceful and helpful, the world would be an amazing place in the future. So just promote it, thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Today's little topic, I was going to say video, but it's just for listening. So today's topic: how to catch tricksters or scammers if you have a rental house, and people may be in your house and it might be a non-smoking property, or you might have a place that doesn't allow pets, and so you may do an annual inspection. You actually can do an inspection at any time, as long as you've given at least usually 24 hours notice. So like the day before that you're going to inspect. And yes, that would give them time to hide the cat, or clean up the place. That's true. But there are, at least you would have some clue. Like you could look around, and if you notice pet hair, maybe they didn't clean it all up, and or funny smells, or scratches, or you might notice something that a pet would do, or if you have a non-smoking house, you might catch the smell of smoke. It sort of lingers, it's hard to get rid of, so you might catch that, even though they try to clean it up, but they might not really do 100%. So another clue that maybe they are doing something they're not supposed to is if they act sort of, as if they don't want anybody to be there. They might say that they don't like your property manager, or that they don't want somebody coming by the house, just saying that they're too busy, or they want to delay it. And that could be true. They might be too busy, but they don't have the right to prevent any inspections or repairs. That's really not their choice. It's your choice if you want to accommodate them. But that's a clue that they don't want anybody in the house. And why not? Well, because then they would spot whatever violations, whatever rules that they're breaking, and potentially even get kicked out of the house. So, and they could do something which is delaying anything till closer to the time that they need to move out. So, for example, what if they've damaged your property, or they're maybe have extra people living there, but it's almost time for their lease to be up, and if they delay you just long enough, they can get rid of the person or fix the problem, or not fix the problem, but they have less than a month left. So you have less than a month left to live there, and then you discover some problem. Well, they're leaving anyway, so that means they're really not going to get into much trouble, because if you were going to kick them out, it would be sort of a 30-day notice situation, unless it's some kind of legal issue, and you have to weigh like exactly how bad their violation is, because if you take some immediate action, they could damage the property or do even much worse. They might destroy something, steal something, and that would be more than the value of their security deposits. It's easy with a house, it's very easy to do that. So, and you can run into this, especially if you have high income renters, like they have very good paying jobs. They don't care, they have so much money. They don't care that you might give them some sort of bad report in the future if you're used as a reference, and so if they make you angry or violate terms of the lease, they probably wouldn't care, because they have so much money. They can just probably buy a house, buy a place to live, or provide false information and just give somebody some favor, like, hey, I'll pay you $500 if you say that you are my landlord for this year, and if anybody calls, just pretend you're my landlord. Well, there are ways to catch that, but it's not easy. It's truly not easy to catch that. And so that's something, as I said, you might run into with, they wouldn't have to be wealthy, but anybody could do that. And so anyway, but as I said, the red flags are trying to delay repairs, trying to delay anybody visiting the house, trying to delay inspections, and so on. So it's just a clue that there may be some red flags. Also, if there are some other violations, especially regarding their behavior, if you talk to the neighbors, and the neighbors could easily tell you, oh, they seem to be having a lot of parties, they seem to have a lot of visitors, they seem to have very frequent visitors, then you have to worry what's going on at that time. So many visitors, they could be running a business, maybe doing something illegal. They can tell you about, like, are they breaking the laws with their cars, with the driving habit, with the noise, say noisy cars or broken down cars on the property. And then it just gives you a clue that maybe they're not taking care of your property if they're not taking care of their own property, their own vehicles, and also ignoring laws and other regulations. So, and well, your neighbors could tell you a lot. Now, you might not really want to know if somebody's leaving, and you can get rid of them as long as you can get a new renter in there and somehow make up for the dirty condition or the pet smell, pet hair, have it professionally cleaned, and use some kind of deodorizing products like Febreze or something. And so you can just ignore certain violations. It just depends on what they are and how bad the violations are. So okay, well, hope that helps. Now definitely you want to inspect at least annually, especially if somebody's there for a long time. They can do even more sort of smell damage, stink up the place, and other kinds of, like, maybe get your appliances all dirty, or the kitchen or bathrooms or who knows what in a really bad condition. And the longer they're there, the longer it goes on, the worse it can get. So hope that helps. Take care.